Hello and welcome to WTNB Today. I'm Wendy Benton, your host. WTNB Today is sponsored by led-gear.com, and we want to thank them for partnering with us, and thank you for watching the show today. We've got a great interview this afternoon. We've got Jake Stum with the People for Care and Learning. He's the assistant director there, so we will be talking to him in just a few short minutes. And before we get to Jake, let's take a look at our community calendar, sponsored by Southeast Crossroads Magazine. On November 25th, the Charleston Calhoun Thanksgiving dinner will be at the Walker Valley Community Church on Lauderdale Highway. Also, on November 29th, the Shop Small Saturday event begins, and that is to support small businesses. So visit your local businesses for your Christmas shopping. On November 30th, 5 Points Christmas will have a preview for Christmas that evening. And on December 4th, the Sanders Family Christmas will be presented by the Cumberland County Playhouse at North Cleveland Church of God at 7:30 p.m. December 6th through the 7th, the Nutcracker will be performed by the Tennessee Youth Ballet at Lee University. Also on December 7th, the Christmas concert at Lee University. So a lot of fun things going on, and we also have that weekend the Christmas tree lighting on December 5th, and the Christmas parade December 6th coming up. So a lot of fun things to enjoy in and around Cleveland and Bradley County, so I hope you get out and do that. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Jake Stum will be with us in the studio to talk about People for Care and Learning and their Build a Tree, Change a Life project.
Live in 3, 2, 1.
Cleveland Tire Center is ready to help you in any way that it can. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday until 1 p.m. We know how to get the job done, and we know how to make sure that you get the service you deserve.
The Cleveland Housing Authority, serving Bradley County since 1959. The Cleveland Housing Authority's mission is to provide affordable, safe, and sanitary housing opportunities to low-end and moderate-income families, including elderly and handicapped persons, while supporting programs to foster economic self-sufficiency. Our newly redeveloped premier housing, the Bach Glimmer Townhomes, just steps from the beautiful campus of Lee University, feature updated kitchen appliances, washer-dryer hookups in each unit, and private back patios for you to enjoy with your family. These newly renovated 2-bedroom, 1-bath townhomes are available for families, individuals, and students who qualify. Income and employment documentation is required for all residents. Flexible monthly rental options are available, so contact us today to see if you qualify for premier housing from the Cleveland Housing Authority. Visit www.clevelandhousingauthority.com or call us 423-479-9659.
Welcome back to WTNB Today. If you are just joining us, we have Jake Stum with us, the Assistant Director of People for Care and Learning, and he's going to talk to us about their organization. They are moving and shaking in our community, and it's amazing the things that they are doing. Jake, welcome.
Thank you, Wendy. It's so good to be here today.
Tell us about the history of People for Care and Learning.
Okay. We have a great history that is all birthed right here in Cleveland. So we like to say that we're Cleveland's own international nonprofit, but the Church of God, which is right across the street from your headquarters here, wanted to start a work in Southeast Asia. This was about 10 years ago, and they wanted to get in because at that time the largest population of unreached people was in Southeast Asia. And during that time frame, all those countries, which would be like Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Myanmar, were all communist and weren't granting any religious visas. So they asked, the Church of God asked a retired businessman locally named Bob Pace if he would start a completely separate 501c3 or nonprofit that was not focused on religious activity, but instead was a humanitarian aid organization in order to get into some of these countries and care for the poor and do work over the humanitarian work, development work in Southeast Asia somewhere. So Bob went over, and he really thought that he was going to start in Vietnam. So he visited Vietnam and toured around there, and then just as a side trip, went over into Cambodia for a couple of days on his way home. And when he was in Cambodia, he realized that the need there was significant. You know, the Cambodian history is one of tragedy. The Pol Pot regime and genocide from 75 to 79, where Pol Pot was a dictator who killed over half the population. It was a terrible history. He destroyed all the political systems and the educational systems. So that since 79, they've been through war and rebuilding, but it really set their country back. So the poverty and the amount of need there compared to Vietnam was significantly higher. So Bob felt that maybe Cambodia was where he would start. And through a long series of events, he ended up finding out about a small orphanage in Siem Reap, Cambodia, with about 5 kids that needed help. They needed assistance, and they couldn't afford to run the orphanage anymore. And Bob felt like that was an open door for him to get involved, to take over that orphanage and to start doing work there in Siem Reap, Cambodia. And that was a little bit over a decade ago that he started. And he, with this one orphanage, and everything's really grown and mushroomed since then over the last 10 or 11 years that we've been in existence. So that's how it started initially.
Okay, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the history of it, where it came from, and you know, it's amazing how the Lord leads your steps.
That's
you know,
right.
you have one plan, and boom, it's another.
Yeah.
What about your involvement in the organization? When did you come on board, Jake?
Sure. I was on staff at First Baptist here in Cleveland for almost 9 years, and about the last 4 or 5 of those years, I started helping out with the First Baptist missions work, both locally and globally. And as a church, I knew the director of People for Care and Learning, who's Dr. Fred Garman. We knew each other, you know, not close, but we were acquaintances. And I had heard about what was happening in Cambodia. So as the missions director of First Baptist, I went and met with Dr. Fred and asked more questions about what was happening. And he invited me to go on a trip. And I went over with Dr. Fred and just fell in love with what PCL was doing and the country of Cambodia and the people. And about the 3rd day of the trip, I just felt like I really want to come work for this organization someday. What they were accomplishing on such a small budget was astounding. I'd never seen missions work done with that type of excellence. So when we came back, I told Dr. Fred, you know, someday I want to come work for you. So it took about 2 or 3 years to work out. First Baptist was amazing to me. They let me go part-time at First Baptist, and then Dr. Fred let me come part-time at People for Care and Learning. So I shared responsibilities for 1 year, and then at the end of that year, I came full-time to People for Care and Learning, which was about 3 years ago. So that was kind of how I transitioned from, I had done local church ministry my whole career up until this happened. So I transitioned out slowly from First Baptist to People for Care and Learning. My family and I are still involved at First Baptist, but not as a staff member anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
though.
it was very
I mean,
exciting.
You know, and just that the doors were opened up for you and to continue what you enjoy doing.
Right. Yeah. It was amazing how it all worked. I couldn't have planned it any better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And People for Care and Learning, you were talking to me about the focus. of
Yeah.
the organization.
Yeah, part of the reason when I came on board, I was going to help with fundraising and help with some speaking engagements and leading trips. But another thing that I came on board to help with was to bring, as far as marketing and website development, ideas on how to gain new donors. Those types of things were one of my big responsibilities. And we started exploring how People for Care and Learning, how we were going to focus and what we were going to focus on, because from 10 years ago, the needs are so overwhelming in Cambodia and in that part of the world that we kind of did everything. You know, if we found out about a village or a family that needed clean water, we would try to provide clean water sources. If we knew somebody that was in extreme need of food, we would try to do a feeding center. And it ended up taking us in all kinds of different directions, and we didn't have a very clear message for people who were donating of how they could give and what they could give to. So we went through this process of focus groups and took some people over to Cambodia and saw our projects. And we've ended up in the last 6 months or so rebranded our entire organization to really focus on 5 areas. So the first one is sustainable farming, which we launched a sustainable farm in one of the rural villages in Cambodia 5 years ago. Because in Cambodia, 80% of the people are farmers, but they only farm their fields during 4 months of the year, which is the rainy season.
Okay.
And during the other 8 months of the year, it's dry season, and that's when starvation happens because they don't use their fields. So we started a farm to experiment with crops that could grow during the dry season and have figured out crops that grow successfully and how to grow them and how to duplicate them. So farmers come to our training facility and learn how to use their crops during the dry season, and hopefully we can help them eliminate starvation by using their fields during those other 8 months of the year when it's dry season. And we've been very successful, really cool projects that have happened and farmers that have been trained.
Now, can they store food? Do they have the
They can.
ability to do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, we first started with a rice bank because one of our Cambodian staff members realized that they were growing enough rice to last them almost the whole year, but they didn't understand about savings, like saving rice and divvying it out, dividing it out in the year. So we started a rice bank. So when they harvest the rice, they bring it to our rice bank and we store it for them. And we give them out portions during the year, and if they fall short, they can borrow rice from the rice bank, and then they pay us back rice when they get their harvest in. So yeah, we're teaching them those types of things too, about storing and preserving and those.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting, because as you're talking, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if they until they get there, till
Right.
those other crops are viable.
Right.
What did they do in the meantime?
Right. Yeah, and we could talk all day just about that one project. We've employed 17 widows from the village in a mushroom project. So we're teaching them to grow mushrooms, and then as a collective, they all go to the market together. And on average, each one of them have tripled their income and have gotten out of extreme poverty through the mushroom project. So it's been amazing to see them as a community, these 17 women who were kind of on the margins of society in that village, now be in the center and have community and determination and empowerment potential, all those kind of things. It's just fascinating to see their lives change through something as simple as a mushroom growth. So sustainable farming, and then there's children's homes, which we'll talk about more in the next segment.
Yes.
But orphanages, but in-house in our offices, we refer to them as children's homes. In Cambodia, you can't adopt. So when we bring in a kid, whether they're 3 or 4 or 5, we commit to them for the rest of their entire life. So we help them with university costs or vocational training. We tell them they always have a place to come home to. So they're more like a home than they are orphanage for us in Cambodia. And then we have learning centers, which we found out and we learned English is a very powerful tool. And in that part of the world where tourism is growing so rapidly, if a young adult can learn to speak English, then their opportunity for employment greatly increases. So we put about 500 people a year through English training. And if they can get fluent in English or close to fluent, then they can triple their income by working in a tourist industry in some capacity. So we really want to teach English, which we do, and we do a great job at it, in my opinion. And then we have Common Grounds Cafe, which is a business that we've started that employs 20 of the poor Cambodian young adults at a time. And they come in and they learn English, they learn leadership skills, they learn how to work in a restaurant setting, and we send them through a series of trainings. And if they stay with us long enough, then we scholarship them on to a management school or a culinary school so that they can then get really good jobs. So they come in to us very uneducated, untrained, and we train them and then send them on to better jobs.
Okay. Now, do they live at your facility?
They don't. Most of our employees come from the surrounding village, which
Okay.
is really close. Our cafe is in a tourist area, which would be like a city, nice hotels, nice restaurants. But the village that we pull from is just outside that city,
Okay.
so they can walk or they can ride their bikes to work, and so most of them come from that village.
Okay.
And then the last one is the Build a City project, which a lot of Clevelanders already know about. We're
Yes.
rebuilding an entire village, homes for 1,000 people. We're building a clinic, a marketplace, clean water, sewage system, all for a village that was displaced in 2006 and didn't have any of those necessities for life. So we're in the process of that. We'll finish construction of the city in May of next year, and then we'll be doing development work just like we've done in other parts of Cambodia.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
And where is the village located?
It's right in Phnom Penh is the capital city,
Mhm.
and it's right outside of the city of Phnom Penh, right next to the international airport.
Okay.
So when you fly into Phnom Penh, you fly over our little
Okay.
village, and it's about a 10-minute drive from the airport. So
And just a quick question, Jake. How do you partner with people to do the building or to do
Yeah.
the educating? Where are they located?
all over the place, and it's different. So we have several American volunteers they raise their own money, and we have several of them that are over there teaching English. And then we have, the homes in the Build a City are $1,000 a home. So individuals and churches and all kinds of people come together and raise $1,000 at a time to build homes. And they're built with people from the community. So people that live in Andong work for the construction company and build the houses there.
Okay, okay. We're going to take a quick
Sure.
break, but I love talking about this. It's like, okay, I'm up against a break, so I've got to do that real quickly. We'll come back and talk about Buy a Tree,
Great.
Change a Life.
Hi, I'm Jake,
And I'm Abby.
and we are with People for Care and Learning, and we want to tell you about a very exciting project this year called Buy a Tree, Change a Life. There are 9 different locations around America that are coming together to sell live Christmas trees.
And starting Thanksgiving Day here in Cleveland, we will be selling live Christmas trees at Keith Street Church of God of Prophecy. That will last all the way until December 14th. All of the proceeds will help children that we work with in Cambodia.
I'm Dr. Ricky Hutchison with Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint. Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint is located at 2350 North Ocoee Street, next to Loopy's Pizza. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or 6. We run a free sports medicine clinic on Saturdays. For athletes that get injured during the week or on Friday nights, they can come and see us from 8 to 10. We want people to know that Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint is here for them because you're part of our family.
My name is Hannah Davis, and I am the founder of the Body by Hannah fitness brand. I'm able to meet a client where he or she is fitness level-wise and really help them grow and take them to the next level.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
For over 25 years, Ed Jacobs & Associates has been treating each of our clients like business partners. Finding the right insurance for your employees shouldn't be that complicated or expensive. Receiving quality financial advice for you and your business should be even easier. We treat each client with respect and integrity and handle your situation as if it was our own. Call me today for your own free consultation.
Welcome back to WTNB Today. I'm here with Jake Stum, the Assistant Director for People for Care and Learning, and he's going to tell us now about Buy a Tree, Change a Life, their project that they've started to help raise money for one of their the areas of focus.
Yeah, Buy a Tree, Change a Life started, it's a really interesting story, about 3 years ago. There was a pastor who's a great friend of our organization in Miami, Florida. His name is Travis Johnson. And Travis had been to Cambodia with us several times, and he had done some things to help raise money. And he was at his church in Miami, and a family from his church was going through an international adoption process. And this was about October 1st, and they realized that they had a huge bill that they needed to pay to the adoption agency of about $20,000. And they were talking to Pastor Travis and said, we don't know what we're going to do. And Travis was telling some people about this, with the heart of how can we help them raise this money. And a lady from his church was a tree buyer. She bought and sold trees for different companies in Miami. And she said, hey, I can procure us a truckload of Christmas trees really cheap, and we can resell them. And I think we could make about $20,000 if we did that. And, this was October 1st. And so they pulled out all the stops and got the trees there and sold them, and they profited enough to cover that family's international adoption fee that was due. So it was a great success. And then the next year, after that event was over, Travis, it was so good for them and their church, and everybody loved it so much that he wanted to do it again, but he didn't know where the money should go. And he thought, well, I think maybe I could do this and do it for People for Care and Learning, and the money could go to help them fund one of their 5 areas of focus. So we decided to keep the focus, since that was an international adoption and it was on children, to keep the focus in the area of children. So he decided he was going to do the tree lot again, and we decided we would do a tree lot, and then 3 other pastors, one in Knoxville and 2 in Georgia, said that they would try it too. So 5 areas sold Christmas trees last year for the Buy a Tree, Change a Life project, and the money all came back. 75% of the money goes to help PCL run our children's homes and help other vulnerable children in Cambodia, and 15% of the money stays with each local church to help local children and local initiatives. Okay. So that's what happened last year. And now this year, there's 9 locations around America, all the way from Bend, Oregon, to North Carolina. So all across America, 9 different places. They're all selling Christmas trees, with all the proceeds coming to help vulnerable children in Cambodia. So it's a really interesting story. And then next year, we're hoping to grow and have 15 to 20 churches, and then every year just keep growing and building so that we can continue to do more work in Cambodia and locally to help children that are in need. So,
right. How are you partnering with these other pastors and their churches?
We're trying to get it organized. So far, it's just been kind of a relationship, organic thing where people who are friends of ours or friends of Travis in Miami say, we want to help, and we think we can run this project. And when they do that, they elect a site director who is in charge of all the Christmas tree, the Buy a Tree, Change a Life campaign for that church. And we've developed a manual so they know how to take payments and how to set up the trees and how to sell them. And then once it's all done, everybody sends their money, their profits, to People for Care and Learning, and then we use that to fund our children's home line item, to run our orphanages, and then also to do other work, feeding centers and other things we do for children in Cambodia. So it's all, we're trying to make it more official and tied in, but right now we're flying by the seat of our pants. And this year we actually had a manual and had people instructions on how to get their money to us, and so it's going great this year. Yeah.
Right. It's a good problem to have. I mean, even if your infrastructure is
right.
not in place,
yeah.
to just to have that much funding, and what do you do with it? You
right.
know, and going back to these kids, because you all do so much, and it's fascinating all of the things that that you're doing in Cambodia, but you're also doing some things here locally. As well with money.
Right.
Do you want to
Sure.
speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, the main projects we've done locally are along the Greenway. So we've put in the playground that's over near Raider Drive, which we call the PCO playground, which we believe helps families and kids be able to play together. And then through a series of partnerships, all the way from Bob Cart at Easy Auto to United Way to Men and Women of Action, we were able to build restrooms and a learning trail there and now a pavilion that was just built, and then hopefully we're going to be putting a stage down there so that we can have live venue and concerts and things. So we want that to be a place for families in Bradley County where people can gather and have fun and be together and develop community. And then some of the other things that we've been doing in Cambodia, in the next year or two, we're trying to figure out how to duplicate them here with people who live in poverty, and learning centers, and even sustainable farming ideas and some of those things to bring them here. So we're talking through that and exploring that now. Yeah.
Right. Well, and when you were talking to me about the sustainable farming, I thought that would be fantastic. Do we do that here?
Right.
I know there's a community garden.
Yeah, there's a couple of those around.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think that it would be interesting to see if we could figure out, just like we've done there with some of the older ladies in the village that needed help. It'd be interesting to see if some of that could be done here or not. We don't know, but we think it could be. So we're excited to explore those opportunities.
Well, do you have vision for the future? I mean, you've got so many things going on. Is there anything that you all want to grow into that you're not in now?
Oh, absolutely. The 5 areas that we mentioned, that we would love to eventually see those 5. We have an icon for each one, and we'd love to see those icons duplicated all over the world. So we have a partner in Myanmar now who's doing a learning center, and I'm working with the government in Lesotho, Africa, to do a learning center there. We have people in Nepal who are interested in sustainable farming, and then we also have some people in Nepal interested in a learning center. So we just want to perfect these 5 areas and then be able to give them away to other organizations and help them get those established.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jake, if when will your the trees be set up so people can? This is the week of Thanksgiving, so
That's right.
people will be out buying and decorating for Christmas.
We will start selling the trees on Thanksgiving morning at 10 a.m.
Okay.
We have 500 trees coming, and we think we're going to sell out we hope in the first 2 weeks we'll sell out of trees completely. So they're coming from North Carolina. Pittman Farms there is a great partner of ours that's helping us get the trees here. Fraser firs, beautiful trees, all sizes from 3-foot tabletop all the way up to 13-foot trees.
Okay. And where will you be located?
At Keith Street Church of God of Prophecy.
Okay.
We'll be there Thanksgiving Day. We're scheduled all the way to December 14th, but I'm hoping that our trees won't be there that long.
Okay. And if anyone's interested in the organization or donating to the organization, how do they get in touch with you?
They can go to our website, which is www.pcl.is.
Okay.
So pcl.is or is. Or they can come by our office, which is over on Stewart Road behind Sonic and Fig, in the back of that street there on T.L. Rogers Street.
Okay.
Or they can call us, which is 423-478-7071, and talk to us. So if they want to donate or they want to volunteer at the tree farm, selling trees, any of those ways, we'd love to hear from people.
Okay, that's fantastic. So if you haven't, I'm sure most of you haven't gotten your Christmas tree yet, please go by and support Buy a Tree, Change a Life with People for Care and Learning, and they will be set up at Keith Street
Church of God of
Prophecy,
right next to Logan's.
Yes, next to Logan's. And hope you've enjoyed today's segment. Jake has been a great guest, and we've enjoyed having him and learning more about People for Care and Learning. We'll take a quick look at our calendar of events before we go. December 25th, Charleston Calhoun Thanksgiving at the Walker Valley Community Church on Lauderdale Highway. Also, November 29th, this Saturday, Shop Small Saturday. That is to support small businesses and shop locally. So get out and do your Christmas shopping at our local businesses. On November 30th, the 5 Points Christmas will have their Christmas preview. December 4th, the Sanders Family Christmas will be presented by the Cumberland County Playhouse at North Cleveland Church of God at 7:30. December 6th through the 7th, the Nutcracker will be performed by the Tennessee Youth Ballet at Lee University's Dixon Center. Also, on December 7th, the Christmas concert will be at Lee University. And don't forget, December 5th, the Christmas tree lighting downtown, and December 6th, the Christmas parade will also be downtown Cleveland. So lots of things going on. Get out, buy your Christmas tree, support People for Care and Learning, buy a tree, change a life.
That's right.
Have a great Thanksgiving, and We'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm David Hanna, and you're watching WTNB's Around Town. Today, we're at Mayer & Mayer Furnishings. I'm here with Jim Mayer. How you doing today, Jim?
I'm doing great, Dave. How are you today?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Just here
Good.
at Mayer & Mayer Furnishings. And where's that located, by the way?
Yeah, we're on at 120 Inman Street. We're at the corner of Church and Inman Street. Real easy to find. We've got a parking lot on the east end of our building, so we've got plenty of room for everybody to come in and do all the shopping.
Okay. And if anyone wants to reach you at any time during the show,
Well,
what's that number?
They can call us at 476-1555, or they can go online and look at our website. It's Mayer Furniture, spelled M-E-A-G-H-E-R, mayerfurniture.com, and you can see every line we carry. You can go online and see everything we got.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So yeah, it makes it easy. I mean, you can get some ideas, and then all you have to do is call us, say, hey, what's the price on this, or whatever, we'd like to see it, or whatever. Just so we'll help you out any way we can on it. Yeah.
All right, solid service, sounds like.
All right.
Tell us about some of your upholstery.
Well, upholstery, we carry the Broyhill line, which has been around a long, long time. It's the most recognized name in the industry, actually. And the good thing about Broyhill is that they have so many different frames and so many different fabrics. It gives you a fabric selection. And a lot of the companies you go to, a lot of the stores you go to, what you see is what you get. You got that frame and only one cover. So what we tell everybody, if we try to get you what you want, and if it's what you want, it's worth waiting for a few weeks to get it right and get what will work for you. And also, they make everything other than upholstery. They have bedroom, dining room, occasional tables and everything, complete line. Then also we have a line which is a little less money, which is called Newport, and it is kind of one of those lines where what you see is what you get.
Okay.
And then we carry Lane, which is they also make some stationary stuff as well as their upholstery, and they have a small selection in fabrics, but it's not a what you see is what you get program. But so we really have a good selection, prices, and selection and different fabrics and everything. So we've got a pretty good selection.
Okay, and I've heard all this is made in America. Is that correct?
Well, most of it is, especially our upholstery. Everything Broyhill makes in upholstery is American made. And then we have over half of our bedroom suits in the store are American made, and we've got some pretty good selections in that. And the good thing is it's very competitive with the import prices. So we've got a real good selection, American made and everything like that. So we need to come in and take a look at it and see what we can show you.
Okay.
Also, we have these accessory pieces which are hand painted. These things just happen to have a way of working with anything. You can just put them anywhere you want to, and the colors are just kind of blend right in. And then we have a lot of this real rustic looking stuff, which looks like stuff we used to throw away years ago, but now it's
it's
pretty
back in style
it's
now,
back in style, and it's people appreciate it, and it looks good and has a way of working. It just really does.
All right, let's talk about some of those bedroom suits you were mentioning earlier.
Well, the bedroom suits, our main line in that is Von Bassett. It's American made. They have a great selection. You can get them in any size of bed you want. That's another thing too. Some people just offer it in one size and one color and all like that, but they have different finishes you can put on them. Have king size, queen, full, and twin size beds. And also we have a real good line of bedding, the Jameson bedding to go with it. We've got a great selection there, great prices, just anything you could want. And just you need to come in and lay down on our mattresses to check them out, because like I can tell you every spring it's in it, all the features about it, but if you lay down on it, it doesn't feel good to you. I could give it to you, it wouldn't work. So you need to come in and look at those and lay down on them, check them out.
Tell us about some of those good prices.
Well, the good prices, we try to, what we do, we're discounters, and we really, so far we hadn't found anybody yet that beats our prices on the same piece of furniture. And we've gone online and looked at it, and most of the time it's not even close. Our prices online beat them pretty substantial, and again, we've shopped around. People come in and tell us whether we're less money than anybody else or not. And so far, we hadn't seen anybody yet to beat our prices. So we're very price conscious.
All right, that's good to know. A man like me with not a lot of cash to spend.
Well, that's true. And of course, another thing we have too, we got the layaway program for people that budgets kind of just can't put the money out at one time. We also take Visa, MasterCard, and we have 12 months no interest. So that makes it easy too. So.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the layaway plan.
The layaway plan, it's just like any other layaway plan. It's you put down on it and you pay on it till it's paid out, and then we bring it to you. But most everybody goes 60 days. We go 90 days, which really helps a lot of people out. So, and we do a lot of advertising on, especially with you folks, and try to let everybody know that we've got the best prices and got the best product for your money. So, but we've got a lot of things in the store that we're complete. I mean, we've got bunk beds, we've got memorabilia that by the college logos and everything. Of course, we kind of cater to the Tennessee logo, but we can get Georgia, Alabama, Kentucky, all of them, even Michigan State, anybody just about. So we've got a lot of different choices to come in and shop us around, see what we got. So.
Okay. Tell us about some of your newer lines.
Well, we've got some new stuff coming in. We just got back from the markets, and we've looked around and shopped around. We found some real good items that we think are really going to be hot for us. It'll be in here probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We've got some unusual rockers. We've got some unusual accent pieces, a different look in some of the upholstery pieces. Got some all leather, which they've got some super good prices on, top grain leather. We've also got some bunk beds. We've got some metal pieces coming in, new dinettes, with different color, a lot of different color schemes, and a lot of different pieces just kind of really pop when you look at them and everything. So that right now is kind of what we got coming, and we'll be getting new things in all the time, trying to work stuff in. But again, we can do special orders if you've seen something somewhere. A lot of times we can get it, and sometimes we can't, but a lot of times we got something in another line which is very similar to it, and we can, fix you up that way, and usually we're able to save you some money. So,
okay. That's good to hear. Jim, you seem like a really smart guy. How long have you been working in the...
Well, you may get some argument on that being smart, but but I've been in the furniture business for about 40 years. I was a furniture rep for about 30 years. And I represented manufacturers who built furniture like Broyhill and all the rest of the manufacturers, American-made. Then the Chinese came in and took over the furniture industry as a whole, just about. And so I had to find something to do, and the only thing I knew to do was furniture. So my brother and I opened a furniture store. We've been in the retail business for about 15 years now. So the background, I have a good background in furniture. I know furniture. I can look at furniture and tell you what kind of quality it is, and I can tell you, how much money it's going to, what kind of price points you're in. And it's really given me a good education. I mean, people can come in here and ask me, why is this price more than this line, or why is this less than this line, and what's the quality of this line, and I can tell you about it. But the thing is, I can educate you on things that you may or may not know about furniture, especially stuff that are hidden, like sofas and stuff like that. I mean, you see some sofas with the same cover on it, it'll be $250 by some retailers, and then you'll look at it, got the same cover on it by another manufacturer, it'd be $500 or $700, But it's what you don't see. It's what's inside, what the cushions are made out of, what the frame's made out of, how it's made, and everything like that, the construction of it. So there's a lot of difference, even though it doesn't show. It's kind of like I always say, it's kind of like buying jewelry. You have to trust the person you're buying from. So. But anyhow, I know furniture, and I can help people along with that. I've got a pretty good eye. We've got a pretty good eye on putting things together for people, and we can even get some help with you if you need some decorating help like that. So we feel like we've got a good handle on furniture. We can help people out, and on a lot of things. Different manufacturers, we know the quality of just about every manufacturer out there and what the money should be on that. So we feel good about that.
Well, good. So tell me, you have any nice bedding going on right now?
Yeah, we've got the Jameson line, which that's the only line we carry because we're very comfortable with it. It kind of covers the price points from the starting point to way up there. More than you really want to spend, I guess. But it's a great line. They've been in business for about 125 years.
Oh, wow.
It's made here in Tennessee. Very, very good company. Got good warranties. Their warranties are non-prorated, which means that if something goes wrong with it, you got a 10-year warranty. If something goes wrong with it in 5 years, you get a new one. You don't have to pay for half of it if you want.
Really?
Yeah, most of them prorated out. So, you know, if you use half of it, then you have to pay for half of your warranty. So, and that's a great point. But again, they've got different, from top to bottom, got the firm, got the extra long. We can do California Kings
Okay.
and everything. You know, we can get the whole ball of wax. They've got the one thing they do too that it's really a good mattress. We've got the Marriott mattress, as they call it, which is the mattress they use in all the Marriott hotels and resorts.
Okay.
So that's a good recommendation for us right there. That, you know, they use good mattresses, and we've actually had people come in here from trips coming back in here and say, I understand you carry the Jameson. We slept on it at Marriott. We love it. We want it. And it's been that easy for us. You know?
Okay.
But that's been a great line for us. And the delivery, you know, sometimes we're out of it, but we're never that long. 10 days. We usually got everything in here within 10 days if we happen to be out of it. So we got a good relationship with those people. Well, again, you know, we take care of everything. We set it up in your house when we deliver it to you.
Okay.
Make sure you got it where you want it, and just everything looks good. You sign off on it that, you know, we got it there and everything's in good shape. So we try to make everybody happy, and we try to take care of all of our problems too. If you got a problem, we try to help you with it. So. If it's a warranty, we present the warranty to the company and assist you in any way that we can and help you with it. So, but that's a good thing for us. I mean, we try to treat people like we want to be treated. We want you to have a good time when you come in our store. We want you to be relaxed. We will not pressure you. We want everything to be on a good, even keel, and you don't have to worry about us bird dogging you, walking all the way around. If you want to look, that's fine. If you need any help, just holler at us or throw a rock or something at us. So we'll come running. So.
My experience has been very friendly
Well, I think, you know, we want people comfortable when they walk in the door. The last thing we want is somebody to buy something that they didn't really want to buy. And I've had people say that's what's happened to them before, and they're just not happy. And so, that's what we tell everybody. You know, if you have to wait a few weeks on it, you get what you want, and it's worth waiting for. But anything else we've got, I mean, we got lamps. We've got different lamps coming in all the time. We got home office. We got desks, students. We got the bunk beds with the stair steps on them, which is a much safer program than just the ladder putting them on the bunk bed. Because as wild as some of these kids are, they'll break those ladders in the first week, I guess. But anyhow, these stair steps are very, very simple, very easy to work. Kids 2 years old can get up and down without falling, so it's a big safety factor. These are accessory pieces. I'm really high on those because we've got a good selection of those where they're hand painted. They got them all sizes. I mean, we got a catalog which you can actually look at thousands of things. We couldn't possibly put everything in our store.
Okay.
And again, that's when you want to go online and look at our website and pick it out. And again, just get a number and call us or come in, and we'll be glad to give you a price and assist you any way that we can. So. But yeah, if come on down here, like I say, we're in downtown Cleveland. We're corner of Church and Inman Street, and we'll call us, and we'll give you directions getting in here. We have people coming in from Chattanooga. You know, how do we get here? Give us a call. We'll walk you in here. So, and the good thing is we'll follow up on you. You know, if you've got a problem, we check back with you. We'll get back with you. You don't call us and never hear from us again. So we try to take care of everybody.
Okay. And what's that phone number again?
Our phone number is 476-1555. And again, our website is mayorfurniture.com. We also have a email address. It's mmfurniture@bellsouth.net. So you can contact us any way you want to. We're on Facebook, so we've got a lot of different outlets to find out who we are and where we are. So.
Okay. Well, I'm David Hanna, and this is Jim Mayer, and we're down at Mayer & Mayer Furnishings, and you've been watching WTNB's Around Town. If you saw any of these pieces of furniture and you thought you might want to come down and have a look, you can give them a call at 476-1555 or come visit them down on Inman Street.
We want to thank everyone for voting us best steak in Northwest Georgia.
Thank you, Northwest Georgia.
Hi, I'm Johnny Miller here at your local family steakhouse, Western Sizzlin', where we serve that great hand-cut Angus beef along with the all-you-can-eat buffet. And each meal at Western Sizzlin' receives, while you're here, all you can eat from our bakery and dessert bar. Quality, value, 10-minute lunch Monday through Friday, senior specials. Come out to Western Sizzlin', Ooltewah, Tennessee, and Dalton, Georgia. Hi, I'm Johnny Miller here at your local family steakhouse, Dalton, Georgia, and Ooltewah, Tennessee, Western Sizzlin'. Can you believe it's November? The holidays are upon us here. It's right in the middle of fall, and my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. You know, we all have so much to be thankful for. Now, we're easy to find, located in Dalton on the north end of town, right on Cleveland Highway next to the Lowe's store, across the way from the Kmart Kroger shopping area. We're just a couple of miles east of I-75 exit 336. That's the Dalton Rocky Face exit that is under some reconstruction now, but you can still make your way through there. But just head over a couple of miles east, you'll find us. We also are in Ooltewah on I-75. We're right at the exit there, exit 11, technically in the city limits of Chattanooga, but just on the northern outskirts there in Ooltewah, exit 11, and easy to find us there as we're next to the Bilo shopping area, and right there signage, you can see it once you get off of the exit there, and that's exit 11 on I-75. Now, we serve lunch and dinner 7 days a week from 10:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday we're open that extra time until 10 p.m. So 10:30 to 9, 10:30 to 10, give you all of that great time to enjoy the good food that we have here. We have those wonderful Angus steaks that we cook to order, plus the all-you-can-eat buffet where we have enough to satisfy and variety anyone in your crowd, plus that quality and value that you've come to know at your local family steakhouse, Western Sizzlin'. Now, let me jump into the specials that we're offering during the month of November. Every Monday is our 8-ounce chopped Angus sirloin steak. We call it the Stagecoach. It's that chopped sirloin. Now, remember, we butcher our own meat here, so it's all fresh grounds. You can top it with the peppers and onions or the mushroom gravy. Choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, and salad bar is included with this special every Monday in November for $9.99. And then on Tuesday, what has become one of our most popular steak cuts, it's that 8-ounce lean, we call it the Slim. It's a lean sirloin where the butcher butchers that meat very lean and thin. There's no fat on it. Cooked to order once again, choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, salad bar, all included every Tuesday for $10.99. And then on Wednesday, giving you just a little lighter fare, and that's that grilled salmon. It's an 8-ounce portion, very light meal, but very delicious, good nutrition. Choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, and the salad bar with this special every Wednesday for $10.99. And then on Thursday, this is the Steak Lover Day, we're offering again our special for that platter thick cut steak. Now that's that hot sizzling platter where we take and we cook that to order and serve it on that hot sizzling plate. Gets all the senses involved, keeps that meat really hot and flavorful and sizzling throughout your meal there. It's a 12-ounce cut, choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, salad bar every Thursday, $14.99. And then on the weekends, Friday and Saturday, we've held over that hand-cut 1-pound T-bone. We call it the Marshall, and it's a steak lover's dream. Cooked to order, choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, salad bar, a great meal all day Friday, all day Saturday in November $15.99. And then on Sunday, that wonderful buffet, we work really hard to keep all your favorite proteins out there, our southern fried chicken, our famous roast beef, the barbecue ribs, the baked ham, the rotisserie chicken that we do, also the fried whitefish, all those items that we keep out on Sunday for you to go along with those hot food. That buffet, we really work hard, invite you and your family to come out and enjoy that. And don't forget, on Friday nights, we still are offering that seafood spectacular. We've been doing it all year now, and on Friday nights from 5 to closing, we put out that boiled shrimp, those frog legs, the salmon that's wild caught salmon that we put out there for you, along with the clam strips and the hush puppies and the fried fish and all the array, fried shrimp as well, all that seafood spectacular on Friday nights. And then, of course, we still offer our ham and pork loin carving there just for you fresh on Saturday and Sunday on the buffet. So lots to enjoy, lots to offer, plenty of specials there to get you to come out and enjoy the good food that we have here at the Western Sizzlin'. Now, also remember that groups and parties, as you notice, I'm here in one of our rooms here at the restaurant. And this time of year, as we go into December, we do book out the Friday and Saturday nights in December, different time slots to give folks the opportunity this time of year to have their family get-together, their church groups, any civic party or group that needs to get together during the holidays. All you do is phone ahead at either of the restaurant locations, and you can just talk with a manager there and get the time slot that you like. They are filling up fast, so I encourage you to do that as soon as possible. Also, you can log on to our websites at each restaurant and get that information as far as the time slots availability and that sort of thing. That's DaltonWesternSizzlin.com and OodleWallWesternSizzlin.com. So be sure and do that and take advantage. Also, it is Thanksgiving time. And the Sunday before Thanksgiving, we always offer our Thanksgiving buffet to everyone. That's on that Sunday, the 23rd is how it falls this year. We'll be offering our Thanksgiving buffet. We'll have out that great turkey, that giblet gravy that we make from scratch to offer for you out on that buffet on Sunday. So don't forget that. And quality and value, I always mention it, and I want you to realize nowhere does your dollar stretch further than it does at the local Western Sizzlin', because, and I say it all the time, but a lot of folks, it really doesn't register. When you purchase any of our meals here, you can go up to the bakery and dessert bar and eat all you want while you're here. Tremendous value. There's no extra charge or added charge for that. And also the yeast rolls that we do, which are a great appetizer or a complement to your meal. We make those from scratch with that whipped honey butter, and we'll stack the quality and the value up against any restaurant in any town. So nowhere does your dollar stretch further to get that quality and value than your local family steakhouse. Now, also, I want to mention briefly our Angus beef. This day and time, what beef prices are, the commodity, expected to go even higher as they tell us now, but we hold to that, again, that quality, that Angus beef. We don't sacrifice. It's fresh cut. We have butchers at both restaurants that cut that meat fresh, never frozen, cooked to order. It's timed all the way from the kill to the marinade to the cooking technique to the seasoning, quality that you've come to know from Western Sizzlin' for over 50 years. Now, let me jump back in to the specials. Some of you may have missed those, but every Monday we're offering our 8-ounce chopped Angus sirloin steak. That's what we call the stagecoach. And there again, it's that fresh grounds that we do, so you can trust that you're getting the quality. You can top that with peppers and onions or mushroom gravy, choice of side to go with it, the bakery, the dessert bar, salad bar, all included every Monday for $9.99. And then on Tuesday, that slim, which was our lean sirloin. It's an 8-ounce cut of the Angus beef, very thin, cooked to order still, choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, salad bar, all included every Tuesday, $10.99. And then on Wednesday, the salmon is the special. It's a little lighter fare. It's an 8-ounce portion grilled. Again, choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, salad bar, every Wednesday, $10.99. And then on Thursday, this is steak lovers. We've got that thick 12-ounce, it's a 3/4 pound cut of that Angus beef served on that hot sizzling platter. Gets all the senses involved. Please, please try it. It's a great steak, and I know you'll love it. And that's on Thursdays, choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, salad bar, $14.99. And then on the weekends, Friday and Saturday, we've held over that hand-cut 1-pound T-bone. It's the Marshall, and it is a true steak lover's dream. Cooked to order, choice of side, bakery, dessert bar, salad bar, $15.99. And then on Sunday, that wonderful buffet, we keep all your favorite proteins, the southern fried chicken, the barbecue ribs, the baked ham, the rotisserie chicken, the fried fish, all those great, in addition to those hot, home-cooked, southern-style vegetables. We really work hard on that buffet on Sundays. And remember our Friday night seafood spectacular going on still from 5 to close on Friday nights. Bull shrimp, frog legs, Alaskan salmon, wild caught, also the fried shrimp, the clam strips, hush puppies, fried, all that arrayment of seafood items. And then also we invite you to come down on Thanksgiving, Sunday before Thanksgiving. We're offering our buffet. That's the 23rd, where we'll have that turkey and that giblet gravy and the pumpkin pie and arrayment of that Thanksgiving buffet on Sunday before Thanksgiving. Now, be sure to visit either our Ooltewah, Tennessee or Dalton, Georgia location, your local family steakhouse, Western Sizzlin', and we want to wish you and yours a great November and a very happy and blessed Thanksgiving. Hi, I'm Johnny Miller here at your local family steakhouse, Western Sizzlin', where we serve that great hand-cut Angus beef along with the all-you-can-eat buffet. And each meal at Western Sizzlin' receives, while you're here, all-you-can-eat from our bakery and dessert bar. Quality, value, 10-minute lunch Monday through Friday, senior specials. Come out to Western Sizzlin', Ooltewah, Tennessee, and Dalton, Georgia.